So let's be honest. Is it getting continuously hard to watch everybody else win while you feel like in your heart you're actually in a waiting season? That's what we're going to be talking about this week in this three-part series on what is my topic, you guys? You're not behind, you're actually being built. So, like I said, this is going to be a three-part series this week. So topic number one is this. So you're tired of being in the waiting phase. You're looking at people who have new followers, they're doing launches, they're making money, they're living the beach in the bank lifestyle, like you hear me say sometimes, and you're like, God, when is it my turn? Like I've waited. I feel like I've waited. Like I've been waiting a whole 6 months. When is it my turn? Or I've been waiting a whole 6 years. When is it my turn? You're seeing all the things. And so you're at some point, you're like, what about me? And that's what I want to talk to you guys about tonight. I know that feeling. I know that I have been there before over the years, earlier on in my journey. I can look back now and see that those were my growth years, but that's what I want to talk to you about. Okay. Have you ever been in a space where you've even clapped for someone? You know, you brought yourself to the point where it's like, well, I'm not going to hate. I'm going to clap for them, but I'm still wondering, has God forgotten about me? Okay. If that's you, drop me in the chat, because I'm not saying that you're wrong for feeling that way. It's natural. We're human, right? So I want to talk to you about Joseph in the Bible. Joseph had a dream. This is from Genesis 37 through 50. Joseph had a dream. In that dream, it showed him the influence that he could have. Look, it's in modern day, it showed him the influence, the impact, and income that he could have, and the leadership and the greatness. But it got to the point where it's like he had the dream and he saw it, but he was never shown the path. So for a very long time, he still had that dream. He still had that dream in his heart. And all these things were happening. Like he was betrayed by his brothers. He was sold into slavery, you guys. He was wrongfully accused. When they sent him to prison after being wrongfully accused, he stayed there for a very long time, like to the point where he thought that he was forgotten. Like years had passed by, but what he did not forget was God's promises. Okay. Time and time, like months and months and months will go by for you, and you're trying to hold on, but you're like, I don't know, God. Like, are you giving God a time limit? That's what I want to ask you tonight. Are you giving God a time limit of when he's supposed to respond to the dream that you saw, right? Does he have a time limit? Here's the thing that I want you to walk away with. God doesn't just prepare the dream for you. The part you might be missing is that he prepares you for the dream. So in that waiting period that he had Joseph waiting, and in that waiting period that he might have you waiting for however long it's been for you, it hadn't been as long as Joseph, I can tell you that. But however long you have been waiting, have you ever sat and thought, oh my gosh, he's not just preparing the dream for me. He's preparing, let me get my chat up. He's not just preparing the dream for me. He's preparing me for the dream. Are you the person? Are you trustworthy to be in the waiting season as he's preparing you? Because what I could tell you, what I know to be true, is the longer you stay in that preparation period, the bigger the reward is on the back end. But can he trust you is the question. Can he really trust you? You know, some of you have had a dream, like you've had a dream of a coaching business, a successful coaching business. Hey, Nicole, maybe you've had a dream of, maybe you've had a launch and nobody showed up. And it's like, Lord, why is it working for everybody else and it's not working for me? Maybe you saw somebody go viral and you're like, sis is going viral. She started after me and she's winning bigger than me. I'm still trying to figure my content out. Like, Lord, where are you? Right? Maybe you're the person that won't say it out loud. You won't mention it to somebody else, but you've mentioned it in the dark between you and God. Like, where are you? Why isn't it my turn yet? I'm telling you, this is normal for you to feel, even if you only say it in the dark to yourself. Okay. You felt like God gave you the blueprint, but Where is the breakthrough? Where is the how, Lord? I saw it in a dream. Just like Joseph, maybe you saw it in a dream, but the how has escaped you, okay? What feels like a delay, I'm telling you tonight, what feels like a delay is God developing you. Because when he prepares something for you that's not here yet, and he prepares that thing, and that thing is in advance, if he sent the you that you are right now in front of that thing, if he put that thing in front of you, you haven't yet built the character to even manage and handle and facilitate and execute and care for the thing that you want. So sometimes we ask for things, and we ask for it with the knowing that we have now, and with the character, honestly, that we have not necessarily built now, but we're asking for this thing, but we don't realize the character that it takes to sustain that thing. Are y'all with me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Because only God knows the table that he has prepared for you. You might have seen a glimpse in a dream, just like Joseph did in the Bible. But if you get to that thing now, like you want to, and you don't have the character, you'll fumble the bag. And what you don't want to do is fumble, right, Nicole? What you don't want to do is fumble the dream that you saw. So can you hold on a little bit and let him to continue to prepare you? Let me know in the chat. Can you hold on a little bit and really absorb the fact that God is not ignoring you? He's preparing you. Okay. Can you trust him? Can you trust that he knows more about the vision and the table that he's prepared for you than you do? Right? He created you. He created it. Can you trust that? Right? This is what I want you to, these 4 things are what I want you to take away. Just because you're not winning right now does not mean that you're not losing. Just because you're not winning right now does not mean that you're losing, I meant to say. Number 2, you're not being punished. You're being positioned. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. Number 3, the delay that you're experiencing right now, you may be taking it personal, but it's not personal. It's preparation. Are you willing to lean into that? Number 4, God's timing ain't your timing, but that's not it. God's timing is not rejection. It's actually strategy. God's timing is not rejection. It's actually strategy. So if you're in a season where you feel like you're being overlooked, but you still believe, drop in the chat, I'm being built. Whether you're watching this live right now on Facebook, or whether you're watching it, the replay, whether you're going to watch the replay on YouTube, drop right now, I'm being built. Okay. Joseph's life teaches us that waiting in the dark is actually the thing that develops us for when it's time for God to put us in the light. I cannot tell you enough, because I've seen it after coaching so many people in this space, that you might think that you're ready for a thing, but if you advance too fast, then you don't have the character for that. I mean, we talked about it in church yesterday about how certain people, we look, at celebrities especially, we look at them and it's like, why did they do that? They crashed out is what Pastor called it. Like this person had everything going for them. They crashed out. What happened? What happened is they got to a place before God built the character, before they waited on him. They got to a place and the character wasn't built yet. So they fumbled the situation because they didn't give time to become who they needed to become in the space. Right? What if you could just pay to open a door, but that door wasn't for you yet because you didn't want to wait? You're going to get in there and you may lose an opportunity when God had a bigger table prepared for you. Okay. So Joseph didn't skip the pit that they put him. He didn't skip that part. We want the thing, but we don't want to wait. Okay. So be like Joseph. Be willing to not skip the pit. Be willing to not skip the prison. That's hard, y'all. right? Be willing to get to the moment when he's ready for you, not when you're ready for it, right? So what I want you to walk away with is you're not behind, you're in build mode. You're not behind, you're in build mode. So listen, if you're ready to spend some time at the end of this month, really building your coaching business, if you're following along with me, I imagine that you're a coach or you want to be. If you want to spend some time building your coaching business, I want you to join me for the 7-Figure Coach Summit that I'm having at the end of the month. Let me see if I have a banner to put up for you so you can get that. There it is. There's the banner. You can go over to 7figurecoachsummit.com and go over there and get your ticket. I'm going to be talking all things, four pillars we're going to be focusing on. How to scale to the 7-figure coaching space. Pillar 1 is how to teach in volume online in webinars, because I teach often to hundreds of people online. Number 2, we're going to talk about how to build with personal branding, right? Everybody should have a personal brand. It allows you to do so much more. And then pillar number 3, I'm going to teach you all about high ticket closing in groups and one-on-one. And then I'm going to teach you about building a team, because it's hard to scale if you're just a solopreneur. All right. So you guys, 3-part series. This was part number 1. You're not behind, you're being built. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for part number 2.